Hey everyone, this is Lex, aka Lex Ain't No Chef, and I'm about to show you how I make my baked rigatoni pasta with ground beef and sausage. The first thing I did was grab one onion and chopped it up, and when I was done chopping it up, I put it in a Tupperware bowl and off to the side. Then I took a green bell pepper, chopped that up. First took the inside out, of course, but I chopped it up and also put that off to the side in a Tupperware bowl. Look how nice that is. Then I grated some Parmesan cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, 24 months old. It is so good. By the way, I have to mention that I probably use this for all of my pasta dishes now. Look how beautiful this basil is. I took the leaves off, I rinsed them and chopped that up. So now I have the basil, the onions, the green bell pepper, and the Parmesan cheese. I took my choice of ground beef and sausage, and I cut up the sausage in the way that I usually do when I make baked ziti. Next, I took a pot and added 6 quarts of water to boil and added some sea salt. I let the pasta boil for 10 minutes and it'll be al dente texture. So then I took 2 pans, one for the sausage and one for the ground beef, and I put a splash of oil in both. I put the sausage and the beef in the pans and started letting them cook on medium heat. While these cook and I wait for them to brown, I get my seasonings ready. Once the ground beef was brown enough, I went ahead and drained it, and then I drained most of the sausage fat. The rigatoni pasta was finished boiling, so I drained that. I also added a little butter to it so the pasta doesn't stick to each other. While the pasta was sitting, I added some Italian seasoning, minced garlic, chopped onions, and the green bell pepper to the sausage and the ground beef. Then I added some adobo. You can't forget the adobo. I like to make sure that I mix that together nicely. At this time, I had these on low-medium heat, letting them cook slowly. I added the chopped basil, garlic powder, celery seed, and red pepper flakes. Can't forget the red pepper flakes. It was time to put them together in a pot, so I did that and added a full 20-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. I did add a little more of some chopped green bell peppers. I do like it a little spicy, so I added some extra red pepper flakes. I then added about 2 tablespoons of sugar. I added black pepper and the tomato paste. I continued to mix that together, and then I did want to add some garlic cloves, although I know that there's minced garlic in there. While I let the sauce continue to simmer, I made the ricotta cheese mix. I used the full tub of ricotta cheese, cracked 2 eggs open, and added parsley flakes. I added some Parmesan cheese, but not all of it because I do use this cheese later, and I added mozzarella cheese. I took some of the meat sauce and put it in the pot with the rigatoni pasta. Then I took some more of the meat sauce and put it at the bottom of the casserole pan. After I put the first layer of pasta, I added some meat sauce, and then I put some of the ricotta cheese mix on top of the meat sauce. Okay, so you guys, I really do have an obsession with cheese, so I grabbed this 4 cheese mix and put it on top of the first layer. I added the rest of the pasta, some meat sauce on top, and shredded mozzarella cheese. I like to kind of mix the cheese and the meat sauce on top a little bit before adding the fresh mozzarella cheese that I sliced and kind of just scattered it along the top. Then I added a little bit of the meat sauce that I had left. So I did add more cheese. I added Parmesan cheese, but before that, I sprinkled basil along the top. I did have some more shredded mozzarella cheese left, so I just threw that on there. I preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I covered the pan with tin foil, leaving enough space between the pasta and the tin foil so that it doesn't stick when it's baking, and then I put it in the oven. I let it bake for 30 minutes, and then I uncovered it and let it bake for another 15 minutes. When I tell you that this was delicious, and it lasted like 4 days. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. It was amazing. So if you make this, you will love it.